Hey everybody, what's up? It's Tucker, and I have a new idea. It's this new thing I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go over the year. I'm gonna go over 2018, the videos, my personality, everything I did. I'm just gonna do an overview, a look back. It's almost as if I could call this a YouTube rewind. Yeah, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna look back on my channel. And I want to take you guys along for the ride, because I have some things to discuss. I have a lot of important things to say, exciting news, stuff like that, and I want to look back. It's fun to reminisce a little bit, so we're going to do that today. Let's get right into it. So we're going to start with the first video I uploaded in 2018, and that would be a Cuphead episode. Kind of disappointing. No, but Cuphead, the thing is, I'm gonna get a lot into gaming videos, especially the solo gaming videos, because there has been a shift on my channel from the solo gaming videos to something else, which we'll discuss. But Cuphead at first was fun for me. I say like the first 4 or 5 episodes, I was really enjoying myself, and you can watch the videos and you can see that I'm having some fun. After a while, I felt like I really was stressing myself out with Cuphead, because I was playing Cuphead for fun at first, but after that, it was almost as if I had to finish the series just for my audience. And I was really not enjoying making the second half of the Cuphead videos. I really had to force myself out. I had to put on this fake personality of, yeah, everything's fine. I'm raging at the game, but it's still fun. But it really wasn't fun for me. That was kind of a low point. You can see in all these episodes, if you go back and watch, it's kind of the same video over and over again, because I'm stuck with this nature of having to feel like I have to make these videos, and that's something I've overcome this year, later in the year. That's a really unhealthy state of mind to be in when you're a creator, is feeling you have to do something or else it's the end of the world. And that's what I thought when I was doing Cuphead episodes. I thought that if I didn't finish the series, that it would all be over. And if you look, I actually didn't finish the series. I actually swallowed my pride and I didn't finish the series. I ended episode 21 and I didn't do the last 2 bosses because it was just too hard for me. It was much too stressful for me. So at least I made a stand and stopped the videos. I was upset with myself, but looking back, I'm glad I made that decision. But enough about that. I also did a Splatoon 2 highlights like I do. I'll talk about those later. Studio Room Tour 2018. I really like the studio room tours. I think they were fun videos to do.
We got ourselves the Razer headphones collection. I got everything Razer because I love Razer. Not sponsored!
I really liked making the studio videos. It's just kind of, it's not really a staple because I've only done 2 of them, but what I do think is that if you take the studio videos I made, 2017 and 2018, they're very, very similar. And that's kind of a problem for me. They're a little bit too formulaic. And what I don't want to happen is if I make a studio video in the future, which, might end up happening, as you can probably tell, I'm not in the same space as I was before. I'm not gonna make it in the same formula. I think I'd change it up a bit, because once you make a video in the same series and you make basically the same video, there's not really a point in watching it. There's no real new content to be seen. I'd like to do another studio video, but it's not going to be like these ones. Played some Mario Party with Henry. That was a fun video. I think there were some good moments in it, but it was a little bit boring. It's a 40-minute video of just him and I playing Mario Party. The editing wasn't too interesting or anything, and I was still putting on the fake personality. So, it was But then we played Luigi's Mansion, and unlike Wind Waker, I think we were much more comfortable with each other on camera. The Wind Waker playthrough from 2017 was our first time really bonding alone on camera, and it was kind of a experimental piece, and we didn't really know each other's personalities that well. I only met Henry a few months before the Wind Waker playthrough, believe it or not. But I think Luigi's Mansion is where we really started to understand each other a little bit better, and our commentary got a little bit better. When we made Luigi's Mansion, I got this sense about it, I'm really starting to enjoy these videos a lot more than my solo stuff. When it comes to games. So when I played stuff like Luigi's Mansion and Wind Waker, I had a more excitable feeling in myself. I felt more happy and it felt way less forced. I was really enjoying myself. And of course, there's a little bit of fake personality in these Luigi's Mansion videos, but I think I can be a lot more real and a lot more genuine in the videos with Henry because it's just so much easier bouncing back off someone else. So I think I'm a lot more happy with the collabs rather than just playing a game by myself for a series. And like I said, I'm gonna cover more of that in a second. Mario Rage number 3 came out at the end of April. Mario Rage, I'm a bit iffy on the Mario Rage series because I think the first Mario Rage was something really special. I can still look back on that video and it gives me a lot of nostalgia. Every time I make one, it seems like it's gonna be cool, but then it ends up kind of flopping in terms of just enjoying the content. I'm not talking about numbers at all. I'm just talking about how much I enjoy the content, and I'm going to touch upon that later as well. I keep putting things off. I'm sorry, but I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Luigi's Mansion best moments for Henry and I. The point of it was to make a video in a bite-sized format that would show you our personalities. So if someone didn't have time to watch all 14 episodes of Luigi's Mansion, I would send them the highlights, the best moments, because then they could get just a small bit, but the best bits of Henry and I, and they'll be able to get our personality and maybe come to know us a little bit better and enjoy the video. I'm really glad that I decided to start doing best moments for Henry and I's videos, and I'm definitely going to continue making those in the future. Okay, and then here we have the May dry spell. So there are 3 back-to-back Splatoon 2 highlights, and I was just so overwhelmed with making those videos because Splatoon 2 Splatfest highlights were a nightmare. And I guess I could start talking about this now. I stopped doing the Splatfest highlights, and that was a spur of the moment decision because those videos were driving me insane. Not only was there a ton of fake personality in those videos, they were just a pain in the ass to make. I had to record all that footage, edit it all together, and record the results, usually around 3 a.m. in the morning, to upload the next day. It was exhausting, it was insane. Not to mention, back in this time frame, I didn't actually live near my studio. I actually was extremely far away from my studio. Getting from where I actually live to my studio was a huge pain in the ass. And every time I wanted to record Splatfest highlights, I couldn't record them in advance. They're events, so I literally had to push myself to travel to my studio when I was busy with a ton of other things already, and force myself to make these videos and put on this fake personality and do all this editing and just lose all my sleep and throw myself off completely. It was a nightmare. I'm done making the Splatfest highlights because I do not think that they were worth it, and it's honestly, they're pretty mediocre anyway. I don't think they're very funny. So Splatfest highlights are done, and I think it's for the better, honestly. It was a hard decision to make, but once I said I'm done with it, it kind of just felt good. I felt good about it. Henry and I did the Ultimate Tank Showdown. This is one of the funniest videos of the year, I think. It's a gaming video still, but I think the way we pulled it off was really fun, and that's when I first started experimenting with visual editing when it comes to like keyframe editing and stuff. And I kind of used this video as a test of some sorts because I wanted to just see what I could do with this new style of editing. And I think in the final product, it really came out well.
He's good though. Darn.
Purple is good. Don't shoot me! What are you doing? No! You shot me, you jerk!
I'm sorry.
Good luck winning now, I swear.
I didn't know that was you.
That was me! I'm the bright blue one!
Yeah, it was good stuff. I thought it was a really funny video. Of course, fake personality. Though I think it worked in this setting, the energeticness. By the way, I keep saying the words fake personality, and I want to clear that up right away. I'm gonna talk about that in full in a second. I'm talking about the energetic, forced happiness nature of my commentary in a lot of early videos. And I think that's something I'm finally starting to overcome, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. After the Tank Showdown, my channel kind of dipped into a low point. The second half of the year was kind of a few dips in just the quality and my self-esteem when it comes to making videos. I was just having a lot of struggles, and I had to make a lot of weighty decisions. So there's a Splatfest highlights, which is almost the only video we did in June. And it's not on the channel right now, but I actually uploaded this playthrough called Elephant Quest. And I basically I crapped out these videos. It was like a 7-part mini series, and I played this game called Elephant Quest. And I kid you not, that commentary was some of the most boring commentary I've ever made in my entire life. I've watched those videos and I was extremely bored. while watching. And what I've decided in recent time is I no longer want to make content that I don't enjoy watching. I think that's the biggest problem of forcing out this fake personality stuff and forcing out these series that I really didn't want to do. A big reason that happened is because I had this schedule set in mind. I had to fill up these certain dates with videos. And if I didn't have videos ready, I would force myself to make really crappy videos. And that's unacceptable, I think. My schedule is demanding now, but I'm learning that rather than forcing out really bad content, if I do come to a dry spell, might as well not upload at all, because I'd rather not upload and wait and bide my time for good content than force this crap out of it and just throw it on the channel. It was a nightmare. Elephant Quest was terrible. It's removed from the channel for obvious reasons, because it was just content that I don't want on my channel. And then Henry did the animated lunch break. This was amazing. This is probably one of the best pieces of content on my channel, and I didn't even make it. That's great, isn't it? But no, seriously, he spent a lot of time on this, and it was really great. I love how it turned out. It's another one of those bite-sized things that I can send to people to show them what our videos are like and how our commentary flows. And I just think it's a really great way. It's eye candy. I enjoy watching it. I can go back and watch it whenever, and I just still love looking at all the work he's done. Henry's an amazing animator. He's only getting better as time goes on too, and I'm really excited to see what he has next. And I'm so glad that we get to collaborate together all the time. He's a great friend to be around, and I'm going to talk about him more later. And speaking of Henry, we did Bomberman Generation, and here's the last Splatfest highlights. I actually had 3 more that I made after this, but I deleted all of those because I think Splatfest number 14 not only was the best one, but it's also the year anniversary, so it just seemed like the right time to end it. So that's going to be the last Splatfest highlights on the channel. And then one of the highlights of the year, we were in some big lows, but I hit another peak with the greatest pizza in the universe. This was supposed to be the finale of the cooking videos, and I really went all out with this one. If you compare it to the other ones I've made, it is a step up, I think, and I was really proud of how that one turned out. The greatest pizza in the universe is probably one of the top 3 videos I've made this year. I was really proud of it, and the people I've shown really liked it a lot. I don't know, it was supposed to be the last one in the series, but then I made it and people were like, oh, I can't wait to see the next one. I really like these cooking videos. And I was like, well, I guess I might have to do another one. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be the finale. We'll see. And I think right after that is when my schedule went from 2 videos a week to 4 videos a week, and that was a big change. That made things a little stressful, but at the same time, I kind of feel like I'm maintaining it pretty easily now. And my schedule gets a little bit more exact in late 2018, so I'll get on that in a minute as well. What day is it? Tuck the Duck Originals. Now this video is, like I said, another one of probably another top 3. I spent a lot of time writing, preparing this. It's a very small project, believe it or not. Like, there was a very small crew, very small cast, but I really was proud of What Day Is It, because I really like making short skits, and I really got to test my knowledge of filmmaking. I went to film school for the majority of 2018, and I learned a lot of concepts, and I really just wanted to use those concepts to make something better. If you look at some of my really older stuff, you can tell when you compare that to What Day Is It that I've made a lot of progression in that. And I just really love how the video turned out. Best moments for Bomberman Generation, and then once again another low point in the year in August, when I decided, let's do Stick War, this game that I don't really care about too much, but I need content. I need to force myself and squeeze some content that I don't really care about into my channel to fit a schedule. And once again, just like Elephant Quest, it was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. Like I said, I didn't used to live where my studio was, so I had to stay up really late at night making Stick War episodes. I had to basically spam record so I could fit these in the schedule and get them done before I had to leave my studio again, because I'm a full-time student. So I had business to attend to. Yeah, I had to make these videos in order to fit the schedule, and it was absolutely awful. After this video goes up, I'm deleting the Stick War. Stick War is no longer on the channel because, like Elephant Quest, it's content that I don't want to represent me because I'm not proud of it at all. It's something that that I don't want to watch, so why would other people want to watch it? The Henry Reynolds anime opening. I did not tell him that I was going to make this, and I was just in a really memey mood, and I had a lot of free time on my hands, so I just made an anime opening of Henry. I took a bunch of clips, and it took me hours upon hours of editing, but I made an opening. I like making ridiculous content, and this was ridiculous content, so give it a watch. I think it's worth it. I'm not gonna play it now because copyright. Let's see, Pikmin. We did Pikmin next, another playthrough, did a best moments, and then Undertale. Now this is the thing. About when Undertale came out was when I finally started to have this epiphany. That's kind of an exaggeration, but it's kind of when I had this decision where I'm no longer going to make really nasty content. And when I say that, I mean like Elephant Quest and Cuphead and Stick War. Cuphead's a little bit different than those other two, but I don't want to force myself to make content when it comes to like games and stuff, or just anything, because it's just super unhealthy. And when I force myself to make something, I'm clearly unhappy in the video. And when I'm unhappy in a video, it reflects on the video and it reflects on the content and the quality of the content. I don't want to be unhappy in a video anymore because it just makes crap. So I took a new format with Undertale and I made these really long, very laid back videos. And I really got rid of basically all of the fake personality. And I want to keep facets of my personality that are important to me. Like, people might say singing along to background tracks of games is childish or whatever, or stupid or silly, but that's who I am. I'm very silly and boisterous and goofy at times, and I want to embrace that. And being serious and real on camera doesn't mean, oh, I have to be a prim and proper, very serious person. No, it means just being relaxed and just open and happy. And you can see in the videos I do with Henry, I act super silly and goofy, but it's not this forced, energetic, be happy when I'm clearly not happy that I have to do with a Stick War and Elephant Quest. And of course, Undertale was just such a great game. I wish I got to play it blind. And of course, another Mario Rage, and I already discussed that Mario Rage is kind of a, it's just lost its magic after the first one. Henry and I played some Splatoon Hero Mode, which I really thought was a great series. And then we did Would You Rather, the Would You Rather drinking game. Now, I'm proud of that video. I told you that I hit some pretty low points in 2018. But starting in November is when I think my channel has gotten to the best point it's ever been in its entire lifetime. And I'll explain why. It's because I started making content that really resonated with me as funny and enjoyable. I started making stuff that I would really like to watch. So I made the Would You Rather drinking game, along with the Higher or Lower with Henry. We were in a hotel. I went to visit Henry, and I stayed in a hotel. And actually, the hotel made for a really nice background. I thought it was pretty interesting how the hotel background looks nicer than like this studio background. So it's kind of disappointing, but you know, it was cool. It was a cool trip. I really enjoyed it. Believe it or not, Henry's actually a very busy person and he has a lot of stuff to do on his time. We're both very busy people, and I actually don't see him as much as you think I would. It's just that we're really good at coordinating and planning on when we can meet up and record. And I'm really lucky to have found someone so reliable and a good co-host and just a good friend. Meeting Henry really changed the course of my channel, I think. And I think he really helped in making my channel, pushing my channel into a direction that I really like and enjoy. November wraps up and December begins. And if November was great, then December was exceptional. I started off the month with the best Smash Ultimate roster. I loved this video. I made it, and once I uploaded, I was like, I am so proud of this video. I'm so proud of this video. It might be my favorite video I've made all year. Maybe not compared to pizza or What Day Is It, but it was just quick, it was fun, and it was energetic, but it was not forced energetic. That goofy personality of being like loud in that context was, I think it fit with the style of the video. It would fit with the humor, and it fit with my excitement for Smash Ultimate. So I just want to clear up that me being energetic does not equal me being fake. I still can be energetic and still be myself, but being all the "what's up guys, it's time to like in the Stick War and such" is not myself. But being exciting in these short skit videos I think it fits and it makes more sense. When I'm making a Let's Play, I want to be as real as possible and calm as possible. And with Undertale and Deltarune, I was a lot more real. And when I make the shorter skits, I'm being real, but I'm being energetic for the sake of the comedy. And speaking of Deltarune, that was such an amazing experience. As you saw, if you saw the videos, I was blown away by that game, even more so than Undertale, probably because it was blind. But it was an absolutely fantastic experience, and I'm so excited for upcoming chapters in the future. I'll definitely play them on the channel. Uploaded the best moments of Splatoon Hero Mode, and then we did some Mario Sunshine. Then I did a rant of why you should stop using heaters. That was another one that I was really proud of. December has just been really fun, and I did the rant of the heaters, and once again, I think that's content that I really enjoy making. And that's content that I think I want to really focus on as we transition into the new year. And I did Chicken Invaders and this video and some more Sunshine, but you can't see those here because I'm recording this in advance. But that's pretty much it for the recap section of this video. But now I'm going to address some things that I said I was going to address. And the number one thing for me this year was confidence. Because I think I really was lacking in confidence throughout most of my YouTube career. And for example, this video, making this update video and this recap is something I never would have even considered a year ago, because I felt like I wasn't allowed to make a video like this because I was such a small channel. I was like, oh, no one cares what I think. I can't make a video addressing my audience when I don't have an audience. I made these like rules for myself, and I was restrictive of myself. But what I feel now is, if nobody's gonna watch this update video or this recap, that's okay. I still want to make this video for me, and just so I can look back, because I thought this was interesting. If I find a video idea interesting, but not a lot of people are going to watch it that much, I still want to make it because I enjoy making stuff, even if it doesn't mean it's going to boost my channel to popularity. And I think that confidence really helped me start to make content that I really love making. And I think it's really going to start helping me in the future, especially for 2019. And speaking of 2019, I want to talk about that briefly, about that I have a lot of great things planned for that year. I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I think I'm in the position to finally start spewing out lots and lots of original, fun content that's not just games, and just things I really love to enjoy, things I really love to talk about. Things like the Heaters rant, the Smash roster, videos like that are just really going to become the forefront of 2019. I've got a lot of special announcements planned. I got a lot of new series coming out, original series, original content. That's not just games. I still want to keep playing games with Henry as long as I can, because that's such a stress relief. It's filler content, but it's not bad filler content. There are a lot of people who are on my channel who just want to watch the original stuff, and that's totally fine. But making the gaming videos with Henry is something that I want to keep doing, because I really enjoy making those videos. I think we've really bonded as close friends now, and our commentary is just getting better and better every video we make. And I want to address one more time that I am done making forced content. I'm done putting on this face of being super excited about something that I have no business in making, that I do not want to make. I'm done with that. That's not going to happen anymore. And that is such a great feeling, to finally get that off my chest and finally say, no more. To finally kind of like break free from this chain of like, I have to do things a certain way because of these rules that I set for myself. No one else was telling me to do these things. It was me saying, oh, I have to be this way. But no more. I'm gonna do what I want, because I think that if I'm doing what I want and listening to my heart and doing things that I love, making content that I would really enjoy watching myself, that I think that other people will follow through and see the content, and my happiness, my actual happiness, will reflect in the content and make other people entertained by it. You can't force happiness. You can't force being entertaining when you are not entertained at all. When you are upset with a video, it will shine through. People are smarter than you think, and they will see through that face of being happy when you're really upset. People talk about this all the time on YouTube nowadays, but I am no longer going to make these forced videos that I'm upset about making. I'm gonna make stuff that I want to make. And I'm being super redundant at this point, so I think I should wrap up this video. But yeah, 2019 is going to be packed full of things that are really going to start to define my channel as something that's unique. I'm really going to start to set myself apart from just, oh, I play games and sometimes make some silly stuff. I really want to make something that just says, oh, that's TuckTheDuck. I want to make Tucker into its own sort of thing, like Tucker's content into its own genre. Establish my own niche and just make content that I love to make. And like I said, I'm being redundant. I'm saying the same thing over and over again, which, you know, I do that. I do that all the time. I say the same thing over and over again. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I wrapped up everything I wanted to talk about, I think. Hope I didn't miss anything. But yeah, 2018 started off pretty weak. We hit some high notes in the summer. Pizza, what day is it? Playing games with Henry was really fun. Some big low points with the Splatfest highlights. But I think getting rid of Splatfest highlights was a high point, and then Elephant Quest Stick War was just despicable. But I redeemed my solo playthroughs with Undertale and Deltarune. Did some great fun collabs with Henry in November, and then in December was the start of making some original content that I really think is going to thrust me into 2019 with vim and vigor and just pride of my content and just happiness of where my channel is going. I am so excited for 2019. You can't even imagine. I cannot wait for you to see what I have to make and say. So that's pretty much it. If you watched through this whole thing, then thank you so much. I really do appreciate every single person who chooses to watch a tiny channel like me. 2019 is going to be a great year. It's going to be fun-filled adventure. So I hope you stick with me through it, and thank you if you do. And as always, I'll see you on the flip side. Goodbye.